No, but I can announce it if you like, because we are live now.
Does anyone brush their teeth before you go live?
What?
I noticed I brushed my teeth before we go live, and I'm like, no one's even gonna know. Why am I brushing my teeth?
Did you do that just now?
No, I did it earlier when I was getting ready, and I was like, I wonder if anyone else does that.
Oh my God.
That's a firm no, huh?
I just take a shot of Rumple Mints and I call it good. So
Rumple mints?
you don't drink, do you?
No, my husband's a bartender though.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I should ask him what rumple mints are.
Rumple Mints, not Rumple Mints. Yeah.
Like Rumpelstiltskin? That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Time to start the show. Yay.
Stacy.
I think it's myth.
So I go with myth.
My vote on this is that it's a myth.
Those in the audience, you should be able to go vote.
So we've had 2 words so far come up on the OV list.
For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a psychic medium.
I'm Greg, I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing it for about 15 years.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I've been doing paranormal investigating for close to 15 years. Kind of become.
We're going to be analyzing videos and pictures that claim to have paranormal activity.
I thought that was very interesting when that smoke is hanging in the air like that.
Do we have someone with us who is telling us what that is? Not that who is speaking is actually the one in that video.
Coming from right here, one central area from within the house.
This week on Myth or Mystery, haunted hospitals with Nurse Meg.
I'm going to be on the show.
An eerie photo provided by a colleague. Could it be the spirit of a young girl lingering in a hospital doorway? And a shocking footprint found on a newly made hospital bed.
I hope the algorithm shows you this video at night.
Here, with the help of our viewers, decide if the videos or images we're watching tonight are myth, mystery, or unknown. And remember, this series is heavily reliant on our viewers voting on the videos each week. So please share out this video to get more people to join in. You can only vote for videos over at YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. Once again, over at YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. Though you can comment here on the videos from anywhere for as much as you want. But once again, to vote on it, you have to go to at Myth or Mystery Live. Tonight is a special edition of Myth or Mystery, Haunted Hospitals, with special guest Nurse Meg. So let's get on with the show and meet our panel tonight. First of all, my name is Greg Bakken, and I'm a paranormal investigator for about the last 15 years or so. My favorite way of communicating with spirit is through the ITC methods, mainly Spirit Box. I've had a lot of success using it, and I also host Ghost Box Radio, an AM 950 radio, and streaming on Ghost Box Radio with Greg Bakken Facebook page Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, bringing some fantastic conversations to you regarding the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. Next up, of course, is Miss Harlow. She's co-producer, graphic artist, research, and video researcher. Harlow is also a writer and illustrator with her book, Plugged Into the Paranormal, about her lifelong paranormal experiences. You can find her book on Amazon. And, Harlow, how long ago did you write your book?
It's been like a year and a half. It's fairly new still.
I need to go and read that book, and I'd love to be able to kind of read those experiences, because I think you probably have a lot of stuff that you have put into that book, haven't you?
There's a lot of experiences, and a lot of it really boils down to me not ever being scared of the paranormal, because it was a normal thing in my household. Everybody talked about it. It was common. So it wasn't a thing to be scared of. And then most of my early experiences were very supportive and even protective. So I never started from a place of fear.
So folks, I know that our listenership and viewership have a lot of people who love to read books about the paranormal and stuff, especially when they are experiences coming from people that you know and that you watch and that you respect. So once again, Harlow's book is called Plug Into the Paranormal. It's available on Amazon. Please go support her, get that book. And then another thing, Harlow, which kind of changed since I was last here, is that we have a website.
We do. It's up now. People can go there and submit their videos. They can find out a little bit more about us and see past episodes. So it's pretty interactive.
And Harlow's book is there too.
And it's there too. Okay. What's the URL for the website again?
It's mythormysterylive.com.
That's great. Awesome. Thank you very much. Now we're going to say goodbye.
Were you just born yesterday? It's been here the whole time.
What are you talking about? Yeah, like I said, I'm reading. I'm reading also as well. Now you broke the illusion, as usual. Yeah, welcome back, Greg, is what we're going to call this episode tonight. Going real well so far. Harlow is off doing her behind the scenes stuff as she always does. Ryan, also known as host of Myth or Mystery, is our video analyst, resident robot. He is a 15-year paranormal investigator, and sorry, I don't know where that came from. He's a 15-year-old paranormal investigator and the evidence review go-to guy. He's always finding things no one else has found, and whether we like it or not, he's going to hit us with some cold, hard facts, as he will today, as he comes in and sometimes craps on everything that we talk about. But
He's
we
a
love
crapper.
him. He's a crapper, all right. And then, of course, Miss Miriam. Miriam is our psychic medium who specializes in remote viewing aliens and clearing dark energies. She is also a teacher of spirituality, the paranormal, and bridging the gap between the two. Harlow and Miriam have the podcast True Crime Psychic Eye, now streaming here on our YouTube page, Myth or Mystery Live. You got something to talk to us about, don't you?
I do. I was trying to log into Instagram to see, because we're live on Instagram also. So I'm not ignoring you and I'm not playing games on my phone. We want to talk to you guys tonight about a new segment where we ask you, the audience, to submit not just your favorite viral video, but a viral video that really moved you or inspired you in some way. Like you saw this paranormal viral video and were like, I need to know more about that video. And so we have this segment that we've added, and we want you guys to submit these videos to our, you can do the submissions on our website. So let me put that up again. Sorry. And the reason why we want to do this is because we know how much I can't do two things at once. Got it. Nope, not that one either. We know how much you guys like viral videos, and we did a bunch of polling on YouTube, and viral videos seem to be where everyone was at. And like, this is what we really want to see more of. And so to do that, we want you guys to give us a viral video that really meant something to you. And when we mean meant something to you, meaning it really, like, your intuition kind of started going off, or your mind was like, how did they do this? Like, how is this real or is this fake? And then what we're going to do is have our resident robot pick it apart for you and explain to you how it was done or how it is fake. But we really want it to come from a place of the video moved you for some reason, not just some random video. We want you to be like, this video really moved me. I really felt something from it.
That's cool. Very neat. I'm gone for a week and all sorts of changes happen. My goodness. They don't even recognize the place anymore. Now, if you missed last week's show, they analyzed a haunted grooming salon and an alleged video of an alien entering a bedroom. You can check it out here on YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. Check out the episodes and please share them out as well. And we also want to once again thank Get Haunted for we're brand new to them, so thank you very much for including us in your network. It's very cool. Now, first of all, I think we also need to talk a little bit about the fact that we watched Ryan last week host the program. And Ryan, I thought you did a fantastic job, honestly.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it, but there's no replacing you, that's for sure.
Oh, stop it. You know, I mean, I was really happy to see how well you did, regardless of Miriam's massive misgivings about it that she had talked to me privately about. And I just thought that it was really it was pretty good. I have about 35 pages of notes that we can go through later. We were all watching in Atchison, Kansas. We were watching it last week, and yeah, the people with me are just like, yeah, they don't need you, and that was reaffirming. That was great. Thank you for them.
Jeremy,
knowing the people that were with you, that's probably the truth too, coming from them.
It probably is, and Jeremy was very good too. Absolutely, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Jeremy's always good.
That. And Emily sent me a picture of the hoodie. But Emily, I'm going to ask you: could you take a picture that shows the design on it a little bit better, because it's very cool, and everybody who's getting the merchandise seems to just love it, and that's really cool to hear.
It's actually surprisingly good quality. I say surprisingly because you kind of never really know, right? But look at. I always love show. I really love this. I mean, listen, to be fair, this isn't one of our top items because it's kind of expensive. But just all of the items, like I have a couple of the t-shirts too. It's just good quality. It's not cheap.
Now, does that come with the mountain of ice that's currently in there, or is that separate?
It's so noisy between the ice and my metal straw. It's just like, man. I'm curious because we're going to have a great show tonight. We have Nurse Meg joining us, and that's going to be very exciting. But I'm curious. I find it funny that everyone has like their names, right? You have Nurse Meg, you have Ghost Inspector Greg, Ryan the Robot, Manic Miriam. I mean, all these names are just. I mean, it's amazing how we have to try to really differentiate from each other, isn't it? It's. You've been dying to call me that. Oh my god!
You know, I had it written down maybe for a few hours. Yeah. And normally I screw it up, so I'm happy that I actually was able to somewhat say it, articulate it.
Joshua, he's too lazy to share our show. Come on, man. Pull it together.
It's the least he can do for hours of entertaining programming, right?
Ryan, cover your mouth when you.
I did.
Good.
All right, let's next time.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys all together now? I mean, now I saw last week it was kind of a free for all last week, so we're going to try to bring some balance to the force here tonight. Okay.
Oh, don't give yourself that much credit, but go give it a shot.
So why don't we get on to it then? Myth or Mystery is an interactive paranormal show with a panel of seasoned paranormal investigators and mediums, plus audience participation. The panel of seasoned paranormal investigators and mediums will individually determine myth, mystery, or unknown. Myth is not paranormal. Mystery is paranormal. And I have to say that to remind myself. And unknown means not paranormal, but may not be man-made or faked either. The audience is polled throughout the show to determine their analysis of each video, myth, mystery, or unknown. When the panel is not unanimous, the audience polling will be the tiebreaker. The audience will also have opportunities to win prizes via the paranormal trivia question segments. And I have something to say about that too from last week. If you are watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube to join the polling. That's the only way you can vote. YouTube polling is at Myth or Mystery Live. There are nearly as many people creating fake paranormal and UFO videos these days as there are people trying to capture genuine evidence. Add to that the capabilities of modern technology, such as hologram projections, jetpacks, and programmable drones. It's becoming increasingly more difficult to know what is real. That's why shows like ours, Myth or Mystery, are important in helping us to remember to always use our intuition and evaluate with a critical eye. So with that being said, I think it's time that we get on with everything now. We have a lot of content to get through tonight. So you, the audience, voted to not analyze last week's viral video. So we picked one for you, which is on topic for our Haunted Hospital Special Edition. Okay, so audience, before you will vote before the panel does their analysis. Video 1 was going to be played 2 to 3 times. You will then have a total of 60 seconds. Some may also call that 1 minute to complete your vote. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at image number 1 right now.
That was camera footage that a follower of mine sent to me. Their loved one is on hospice or was on hospice. You can see them lying in bed, and then you can see this like film kind of ghostly figure go around them. My follower said that she frequently woke up because the baby monitor, that's the baby monitor watching her loved one to keep them safe at night, would frequently go off because he would be talking to someone that they couldn't see on the monitor. He always would say that their mother, who had died, would always come and kiss him at night. And then she captured that footage. Let me show you again. So I don't know camera technical issues, and I'm a skeptic. So if anyone knows, like, could that actually be something else? Like, could that be lint? Could that be something else? But many people send me videos like that, and this is the first one I've ever shown because I was like, damn, that does look like someone's there. What do you guys think?
All right, the polls are now closed. The panel is going to begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you're going to get your chance to vote again. Can I just say real fast before you guys get into it, I like that music for the countdown. All right. I'm just going to say, and I don't know what I found more interesting, the fact that I agree with Miriam's choice for the music, or the fact that Annette's the one that started by, I don't think I like, she didn't like the music. And then by the time we're done, she said she did like the music. So I'm not really sure what to make of that.
I don't know that she said she didn't like it as much as she asked about it.
Well, if you ask about it, it means you don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So why don't we go ahead, Miriam, why don't we go ahead and start with you then?
Okay. So I feel a lot from this. I feel this presence that I know she said maternal presence. To me it feels almost angelic. It feels like a guardian. It feels like a and yes, like I guess what I'm saying is to nail it down specifically as a their mother. I don't know, because this presence feels like it's so enlightened in the sense of where it's at, that it isn't connected to the earthly realm so much anymore. But this is a guardian, this is a protector, this is absolutely a being that comes regularly and wanted to be seen, wanted to be heard, wanted to be available, I guess is what I'm being told. And that's why they made themselves available from a visual space, so that others knew that they were there. So for me, this is definitely a mystery.
All right. So Miriam starts us off with a mystery. I will be going next here. And I guess, so here's the thing. I do not doubt for a second that there is any sort of spirit involved that they are watching over. But if I'm to go off of what I'm seeing on camera here, I really, to me, that feels more like a light source than spirit. To me, that doesn't personally resonate to me as spirit. That doesn't mean that anyone's trying to hoax or anything like that, but it doesn't really feel like it's what I would love to see and what I'd hope to see. I am going to this time, I'm going to go definitely down with mystery on this. Sorry, myth. Gosh, I don't even know. Gone a week. A myth. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. It's tough sometimes.
All right, so once I get up there, I took it and I slowed it down, like I always do here. And what I'm looking at is kind of the movement of this thing. It's all kind of moving as one cohesive unit, I guess you could call it. It's just kind of like a stick moving through there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at. And I know I've seen this before. And like Greg, you said, I don't want to discredit anything. But for me, I think this is kind of what it is. Now, this is another video that I found out there that kind of mimics some of the movements that I've seen.
Wow.
And what I'm looking at is this leg right here. And just kind of pay attention to that as it moves out through the screen. Now, granted, in the video that we watched, you can't see a full bug, but I think that might be an antenna or something of an insect crawling around on the lens. So I have to go myth on this one as well.
You guys suck.
Well, I mean, no, we don't. That's just
You know, I only like doing this game when I win. So
which the last 15, 20 weeks must have been really hard for you. So first of all, folks, did your analysis change? Did your outcome, what you voted, did that change? Whether it did or not, please vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint at all. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm gone for 1 week and I'm already screwing up. Ryan, you need to read the numbers. I apologize to my esteemed colleagues.
oh my God.
So
this is ridiculous. Hold on.
I know,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm ruining the internet.
Before our analysis, everybody was at 40% myth, 53% mystery, and 7% unknown.
Listen.
Hey, that's 50-50.
No, it's not. It's 40 myth.
47-53. It's close enough.
Oh, for a robot? I didn't think close enough ever counted for robots. I thought it was all or nothing.
Well, when you had Greg's vote and my vote, we win.
Oh my God.
So are you hoping, Miriam, that that you're right, so that the people who are grieved from these passings get the recognition they deserve, or you just want to be right?
I think I just want to be right.
I respect you more for that, actually.
All right.
All right, now should I try again to try to?
Please stop
All right.
screwing the show up already.
No, calling Jeremy York, Jeremy York. We need you back. Let's see here. So after all that, did your analysis change? Whether it did or not, please vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint on image number 1. And remember, if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. This is a fantastic way to see with the work that Ryan's doing and Miriam doing and my part of it, if that's changed your point of view at all. Go ahead. Voting is open. Here you go. Now we gave our analysis. What does the audience have to say?
The
about
audience
number
is
1?
loving me tonight. I know I just cut you off, Greg, and you're the host, but
Only
you
in name. There's certainly no pay attached to it. So
you know how subtle I am, and I'm very modest.
yeah.
So let's just pick out the ones that I like.
Oh, this
I
isn't
trust
going to
Miriam, so I'm changing my vote to mystery. Great. Hi, Violet, by the way. I usually like or agree with Greg, but tonight is not the night. Greg always loved you, even if she disagrees. Hi, Jill. Annette's also standing by me. This is a good night to be me.
Annette also hated the music 1 minute and loved it the next. So
you know what? I love Annette. I don't care. She can have her opinions. She voted with me. So there we go.
Now, folks, as a
go
reminder, we're voting for the videos, not for Miriam. Okay, just oh, look at that. That is not a bug. People don't like you anymore.
Oh, Jeremy, get out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Both. Greg and Ryan.
Oh, she already said something. Why is she?
You can see the human form. And then prior to this, everyone was bagging on Jeremy to not win trivia. So that was fun. I love the way the audience starts bagging on Jeremy even before we do now. As soon as he's like, hey guys, everyone's like, Jeremy, you better not win. You suck. And we're like, oh, sorry. Okay, let's do this. Let me, Ryan, I know you want to toot your little horn and do your thing. Ready?
We were after the analysis, we were at 40% myth and 60% mystery.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's a good night. I win so big when the audience agrees with me. It's like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's unsettling the way you're acting right now. I'm just going to be honest. It's really kind of frightening. It's
anti anything spiritual in the world.
I mean, like I worry for Bruce's safety, quite honestly, a little bit,
Oh, okay. So there's other stuff going on here.
Well, I like Brad's comment there.
What did Brett say? Something is on the lens.
Yeah, that's
Brad.
Sorry, Brad. It is.
His next one too.
Oh, look at Linda. Miriam sending out electricity with her arms like that. I'm not Ryan. All right,
Well,
that was fun
what
because
was
I won.
what was Brad's other comment that Ryan was just like really?
I noticed she's skipping it for a reason.
I think there's
No,
a lot.
I didn't see. I didn't see. Hold on. Which one,
There
Ryan?
it is.
Moral.
Oh, I did.
Whoa, that's
Whoa, easy.
that's about right. That's about right.
Bruce is Stacy's like Bruce. He's a bartender, so meaning he just drinks his way through this
Yeah,
relationship.
kind of like yeah. I know I'm gonna have 1 or 5 after this. Yeah.
I never could get the hang of Thursdays, but now I love them.
So here's the thing. Do you know what that's from? Do you know what that trivia is from? I mean, trivia within trivia, very meta. Do you know anyone know what that
No
quote's
idea what's
from?
happening.
Never got the hang of Thursdays. Okay, that's a quote. If anyone knows where that came from, put it in the comments. Okay, you win nothing, by the way. So just to kind of keep you going. All right, are you done being unnecessarily
Obnoxious.
well, I wasn't going to say it because I couldn't think of the right word, but no, I think you're on there.
I'm done.
So-
I'm out of water though.
Well, wait for the iceberg in your little glass to melt. I'm sure you'll
I
have
was thinking that actually. I did put a little iceberg in here. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. How very kind. Now it's time for Myth or Mystery viral video segment of the week with Ghost Inspector Greg. Audience, please let us know if you like to see a viral video, either number 1, number 2, or neither analyzed. Go ahead, vote. You got to go over to YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live, and you're voting to see whether or not you want to see video 1, video 2, or neither. And you can go see. Let's see what Ghost Inspector Greg has for us this week.
Welcome back to another Viral Videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Let's get into it. Wonderful little Pee-wee. He's still there.
Taking me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, holding by the ghost of you. Oh, taking me back to. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, holding by the ghost of you. Oh, taking me back to the night.
What in all things unearthly is that? Let us know what you think by voting at Myth or Mystery.
Wow, look at that, huh? Lots of very interesting this week from Ghost Inspector Greg. So we're polling's closed on there now, so we're putting together what it's going to be for next week. Do we have that yet?
Not yet. Polling is actually still running.
Okay, so hang on. My mom is like jumping on the bandwagon. For those that are new, my mother is Nana Myth or Mystery. And she's like jumping on the bandwagon. Everyone's bagging on me because I skipped over Jeremy's comments. He commented that my horns were coming out. I didn't see it. So then look at, hold on. My mom, look at. Yeah, my mom will always call me out. You're right, Jeremy. They ignored she will always call me out. Jeremy.
A window into the true relationship between you two.
She's the best. Nana. All right. What are we doing? Trivia?
Or are we going to say, because it's not on the script, whether or not we find out what the viral video of the week is, who voted? Do we want to do trivia first?
Yeah, who won? Hold on.
Just put it in the chat. Just put it in.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, interesting. You guys want to know the answer? You just want me to sit here and stare at it?
Yeah, just stare at it for a while.
Yeah, build up the suspense.
Project it out. We'll.
Kind of overwhelmingly neither. 50% of the vote got neither.
Wow.
I really thought that the doggy would once again hit at people's little heartstrings, and people would want that.
It only got 16% of it, so they were more interested in the alien, but way more interested in none of them.
The audience has no heart, apparently. So guess what? We all learned something new tonight, didn't we?
But you know what was fun?
No.
Playing this.
You're proud of that one.
Do you want to sit through that again? Should we do it again?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah, right. No kidding. I don't think we do.
No, I won't do it again. That was fun though. All right, good times.
Yeah, that was great. Even better now is the return of proper. Hold on, I got my timing off. Where? All right.
I am Stuart's talking about ice cream and voting.
Yeah, he is. He is. Is that an option that I missed or something? Or
Do you see his question?
ice cream? Yeah, no, I'm there. And vodka. Leave. Oh, look at that. Controversial from Linda Judd. I wouldn't expect anything less. So,
Oh, let's leave out the neither. Oh, she's saying, oh, we shouldn't have that as an option.
I don't know. I think it's good. I like the neither,
You
actually.
do.
I do too.
I think we should have more options in life than less, right, Linda?
Right, Linda Judd.
Well, Linda. Oh, we haven't picked on Linda in a while. Let's go for it. Listen, whoever brought up ice cream, now that's all I'm thinking about.
Oh my God. What is wrong with everyone tonight? Don't answer. Don't answer. I was just curious. I had a quick question real fast.
Oh my God, my mom's bagging on my show again. Agree,
Yes, she is.
Linda. Isn't this the point of the show? Oh my mother, you and I, after this, we're having a long talk, man. Long talk. You and me. Oh my God, now Josh is jumping on the bandwagon?
We're still
Neither is not a person. What?
Nor is option 1 or option 2. They're not. They're videos.
I think Greg's choice.
Ooh.
All right, we're gonna have a real long myth and mystery. Nana, oh my, that's cute. All right, we're gonna have a real long myth or mystery meeting after this. Nana, you're being called into that meeting.
Miriam, do you want to throw up the link on where to find how to vote?
I don't know, not really.
Well, we should help Stuart out.
I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for it. I think I have too many banners in here.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Tube.
I had a quick question though.
Yeah.
Can I at some point move the show forward, or we're just gonna sit here for a little bit longer?
Do it,
All right.
All right. The return of real trivia.
Be the first to answer our weekly trivia questions to win a spot in the monthly drawing for Myth or Mystery t-shirts and mugs.
All right, so we're gonna now. First of all, I would like to say Harlow had a great question last week. I understand that she was trying to kind of be a little bit of a brown noser and try to make her questions look better than mine unnecessarily, and that's fine. That's why we kept it just to 1 week of that garbage. But now it's back to how it should be. Once again, folks, this is how trivia works. We're going to read it. You're going to have 5 seconds to answer the question. You have a little bit more of an advantage being over on YouTube. If you win tonight, live on the air, your name will be written down and put into Scully, which Miriam has, and created by Brad Webb himself. And we're hoping that Jeremy does not win. Hint, hint, Jeremy. And this one isn't too terribly difficult either. So the trivia question number 1, which is the only trivia question tonight, is what is the name of the haunted location in Tula, Utah, which at one time was a former nursing home? Okay, what was the name of the haunted location in Tula, Utah, which at one time was a former nursing home? You have 5 seconds. Now, I've been warming up my buzzer for a couple weeks now just to come back here and to tell people the wrong. So once again, what is the name? No, thank you.
That's not right.
No, we're always sorry. I can't even get the question out again. What is yeah, thank you. What is the name of the haunted location in Tula, Utah, which at one time was a former nursing home?
Is it not this one?
Well, it's not. First of all, it's certainly not called Tootle. So,
Use your buzzer.
Wow, Jeremy gets a buzzer.
I actually don't know. It's been on shows.
Yeah, you better trivia when the questions aren't yours.
when I'm not asking what year in the Roman Empire did yeah, no, I know.
Harlow's is good.
No. I'm surprised Skeleton Crew, once you all hear it, you're all gonna be like, I get it.
All right, first person to Google it.
Yeah.
Who has the fastest fingers?
Now, Nurse Meg, who is going to be on Haunted Hospitals, I know that one of the people on the show, Richard Estep, has been there, I think, a couple times doing events there and stuff. 2 below. You know, here. Yeah. This is, it's fun for a while until it's not Asylum 43. You're right, it's not Asylum 43. But you're close. Let's just say you are about 6 numbers away from the Asylum 43 part of it. Hint, hint again. Oh, gosh. This is death. You know that? This really is death.
All right, nobody wins. Fine.
Yeah,
I don't
fine.
get to write on my piece of paper. The night's ruined.
Is it because of Miriam's harsh way of doing the show so far tonight?
Stacy, Google it. Stacy, Google it. What is it? Why is he putting numbers out?
Of all people. But you didn't put the asylum in front of it, therefore you're disqualified. There we go.
There we go.
Linda Judd wins again.
Good job, Linda.
Was that stressful or what?
Man, that's just like, and when Harlow had her question last week, I thought, oh my God, no one's going to get that. And then Emily, like right away.
Oh, it's before I was even done reading it. Almost.
Yeah, and just like, okay, whatever.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, hold on. Well, I didn't. Hold on. It's a different sound effect area. Okay.
Get it. Then give me anything. Give me whatever you got. I dropped it.
That's a long one.
It's the same one we always play. Okay.
Well, I didn't realize it was so long.
It's the same one we always play. I don't know what to tell you.
Jeremy didn't win.
No, he didn't win. For those who are clearly not paying attention, Jeremy did not win the trivia tonight.
I feel like Stacy's just been typing ice cream in the comments all night.
I think someone should check on her. I think that there's something,
I think so too.
something kind of a foul there. So, yeah.
All right.
All right. So with that being said, why don't we bring in, let's bring in Nurse Meg, as we've been waiting and everyone's been waiting. Very exciting to have her with us tonight. And I guess I'll be bringing in Nurse Meg.
Oh, sorry. We don't nurse. There she is. Oh my gosh. We're thank you. I told her, I was like, Meg, you're going to be like 20 minutes out and then you're going to jump right on. It's been 44 minutes. So I think I need to zip it and see you guys later.
So let's start with just an introduction here. So tonight, a Myth or Mystery special edition, Haunted Hospitals. We'd like to welcome Nurse Meg to the show. Nurse Meg has over 1 million followers on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube combined. Meg has been working as a registered nurse for 15 years. She is the creator of NurseMegRN.com, a nurse-focused educational platform for nursing school students, NCLEX test prep, and struggling new nurses. She has been featured on NBC, Fox News, CBS, and morning shows, and premiering tomorrow night, Friday, May 10th. She's going to be on the Travel Channel's Haunted Hospitals. But Meg is most known for her presence on TikTok. Wow. Meg, it's been a long day. You saw I had to deal with for the last 44 hours. Meg is most known for her presence on TikTok, where she shares haunted hospital stories and valuable resources for new nurses. And of course, she is with us tonight to share some of her favorite real haunted hospital stories, along with a few images of paranormal caught on camera. Nurse Meg, welcome. It's great to have you on. We've been excited. We've been talking about this amongst ourselves for a while here. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, of course. I'm so excited. This is like what I love to talk about.
Well, and I think too, I mean, obviously we all want to know about the paranormal aspect of stuff, but the one thing that we were all very impressed with is your work with helping out nurses. And what are you helping them with?
Yeah, so it all kind of started right around the pandemic, where I was watching all of the old nurses like me leave that had experience and saying, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then brand new nurses coming in, struggling. And then they had to train other new nurses. And I was really scared that I was going to lose an entire generation of nurses. What would the future of this profession look like? So I started my little website and I started TikTok, and I just started to teach how to do things very basic, how to put in a Foley catheter, how to call the doctor, how to give really good reports so that you don't miss anything. And then it kind of just grew and grew because the need was there. And then I started to create little courses to help nurses to pass their national exam to get their license and train new nurses. And then it turned into now nursing school test prep and tutoring nursing school students. So it kind of just exploded in the last couple of years.
As someone who's been through it yourself, you're seeing where the needs were. It sounds like where maybe there's just a little bit of direction, and maybe filling in some of the gaps that maybe what the traditional sort of courses that they're taking maybe weren't covering, or they could cover better.
Yeah, or just putting it in a simpler way that doesn't sound so textbook and lecture. I lecture or teach the way that I would just talk and text to my friends. Very simple, a little bit of language here and there, just very relaxed.
Now, one of the things that I noticed from the pandemic was that there was, obviously everyone is like, yay nurses, everyone's doing great. Thank you for everything you're doing. But do you feel that that's translated into like decent pay or decent hours, or respecting, I don't even want to say take advantage of nurses, but being able to not just run them out of energy and just kind of run them to the ground because there's so much going on. Has anything improved?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I wondered.
It was very nice when people were like, oh, I'm going to bring food to the hospital and I'm going to donate things to the nurses. And that was really, really great when everybody was kind of coming together during the pandemic. Let's all support each other. Doctors, nurses, CNAs, everybody coming together. But hospitals are at record profits, but the nurses has not changed. So I definitely think that that's something that needs to be brought to light.
And I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, based on the last thing that you had said, people bringing stuff to the hospital and stuff, what we're talking about here isn't the community, because the community is always very good. They're generally probably very helpful and stuff, but it's like you said, the hospitals themselves, the administration, they're making record profits. That's what needs to happen. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of like when you work in corporate and you're working your butt off to do something, instead of giving you a raise, they give you a pizza party. And it's like, no, well, that's great. And I got lunch, I got, $15 for lunch free, but it doesn't really, it's still not going to help me with also my mental health, for example.
Yes, absolutely. This week is Nurses Week, and I'm sure every single nurse out there is sick of pizza, and they would love to just get a little bonus, even if it was like a $75 gift card or something. Enough with the pizza. Let's show me the money.
And that's not unreasonable. That is not unreasonable at all. I hope things change. I hope that things that people hear this and that they start kind of, especially the administration, start kind of waking up here and realizing what our great assets are and that they're constantly being taken advantage of. And that's just me talking. Let's talk about paranormal a little bit.
Okay, my favorite.
Right. So you started haunted hospital segments on TikTok. What was it that got you into that?
I think it was just a comment that someone made where they said, have you ever seen anything strange in the hospital, or do you think hospitals are haunted? Something to that effect. And I was like, yes, absolutely. So I stitched, or, you take that comment and then you create a video from the comment, and it kind of blew up from there. And I was like, oh, people want to hear this. I've been seeing and kind of involved in paranormal stuff since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like Harlow, I've never been scared of it. There's no fear around it. I'm just like, oh, that's unexplained. That's a thing that's not from this realm. So then I just started to tell another story since they liked the first one. And then it became a whole series of creepiest things that I've seen in the hospital. And then some people started to send me their stories and their pictures. And aside from all the educational stuff that I do, I love the paranormal stuff. So I think we're at part like 60 something at this point of creepiest things that have happened to me.
That's amazing. And I find, and I've interviewed before a woman who worked in hospice care, and some of the stuff that she'd seen, like last moments of life, transition of life, that sort of thing. It can be creepy, but I also could imagine in some ways, depending on the situation, it's actually kind of beautiful as well when
absolutely
people are released.
Yeah. I think after seeing, I've worked in ER, I've worked in more critical care settings, and I've seen some, horrific things. You see the best and worst of healthcare when you're a nurse, but I've seen people die surrounded by family where it was so beautiful. And I've seen it so many times that now I no longer fear death. It looks really beautiful.
That's amazing. Now, first of all, I also want to congratulate you on joining up with Haunted Hospitals. Tomorrow, May 10th, you're going to make your debut. It's the debut is tomorrow, right?
Yes. Yeah. The episode airs tomorrow night.
What are we going to see tomorrow night?
Okay. So it's a couple of stories each episode. So it's another nurse and another healthcare worker, and we're all telling our story. So I tell two stories of something that both of them happened to me personally. One was something that appeared out of nowhere and was a little bit terrifying. And another story is something that happened with a patient where there were actually some almost like poltergeist activity where things were moving that shouldn't have been moving.
Wow, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So that's tomorrow. And if you miss it, I'm sure it's going to be on Discovery Plus as well. And
yes.
That's really exciting. Congratulations. I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to watch it, I guess. That's really what I'm excited about. So
yeah,
that's very cool.
Too.
Now I saw in the comments, people are like, please tell some stories. Please, let us know. So why don't we do that? Why don't we bring everybody back on here? And so we're gonna Nurse Meg is gonna share with us a couple things here. And first is gonna be a photo. We want to bring up the fact that there is no voting on this. So let's begin with your first story around this photo of a footprint.
Okay, so that's my finger. I took that picture. This was on night shift.
I'm just going to switch things around so that you can show up here. Sorry about that.
Alrighty, this one time on night shift, it was the middle of the night and our hospital was at capacity, which means the ER is completely full and all of the beds upstairs are completely full. So we needed to change over patients who can be discharged, and we're just patients in and out, in and out. So what happened was I had to get a new patient. I discharged one. I have to get a new one, but the bed was broken. So send it to maintenance. And I'm looking in all the rooms. There's no empty rooms. So I have to go all the way to maintenance in another building to get a bed, make the bed, and bring it back. So I asked the CNA to come with me. We go with all of the sheets and everything to maintenance. There's like one bed left, thankfully. And we make the bed really quick, and then we head back to our floor. Now, in between these two buildings is a long hallway, and it's all glass, and the lights are all probably at like 30-40% on night shift. Everything gets dimmed down, probably to save on electricity, help everybody sleep. So as we get almost to the middle of this hallway that connects the two buildings, the lights shut off.
Okay. Wow.
And the CNA screams, I scream, and the lights flicker back on. And there's this giant footprint in the middle of the bed. And I'm getting goosebumps when I'm telling the story.
Oh my God. Yeah, you are.
So freaky. And we're all, both of us are like, oh my gosh, we let's go. It was just like a panic. I already had a patient coming up. You're in such work mode. You're like, let's go. We throw the bed into the room. I smooth out the sheets. The patient comes from the ER and we just continue the shift. But I had to snap that picture because there's no explanation. I made that bed in maintenance. There's no footprint. Nobody stepped on it. And there was nothing there until the lights went off and then flickered back on.
Wow. That is fantastic. That is a beautiful picture. That is great. Wow. Whoa. All right. So from there, then, let's see here. Should we get the panel back on and we can have a conversation about this and see what everyone has to say? That is really cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to have that up there again. Yeah, that is.
I like that one. Yeah, that's neat.
Now, do you see like the toes on there, or is it because it seems very well defined at the heel for sure?
Yeah, when I first saw it, it looked like a shoe, right? It looks like like almost like a man's shoe print.
God, that's neat. That is really cool. Yeah, Ryan, you said you liked it. Any other thoughts on that, or?
Yeah, I do actually. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share some stuff that I was looking at.
Do you want to go back?
No, I had muted myself and then I froze. Can you guys hear me?
We can now. Yeah.
Oh, Ryan can go first, of course. He can crap all over everyone's parade. Sure.
Do you prefer to go first, Miriam?
I do.
Let Miriam go first.
I feel you're fragile, and I want to make sure that we don't have more outbursts. And
I know, and I want to win the game again. Oh wait, no one's voting. Okay. So I was just gonna say what came to me was this runner, about 35 years old, male. And I almost started to help him because he feels he's a little stuck. And so there's a moving through the space that he keeps doing. And he died, feels like a car accident very quickly, unexpectedly young, and was very much just one of those, cases where people say you just really took life and lived it, like was really, really full of life. And so this was very unexpected, obviously, but more so for him. I just keep feeling this sense of, I'm not ready. Right. And he loved to run. And so as you guys kind of keep going and Ryan calls us all liars, I'm going to just kind of work with him and see if I can get him to move along. And so the poor guy has a little bit of peace.
All right, Ryan, what you got for us? Do you want to keep this this configuration, or do you want me to?
I got it.
Yeah, if you can throw mine up, then I can just do some drawing. So I blew it up. I can't really blow it up as big as I could at home, but in here, what I was looking at is kind of the way that the shoe looks. So I'll draw an outline of it here. Sorry, it's a really bad outline. But it's so narrow at the heel there and then wide at the toe. That's what I was looking at. It took me forever, but I know I've seen that footprint before, or that design before. Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say how many shoes I've looked at today, but I think we're looking at like a wedge heel type sandal. And when I compare the two, if I put them up next to each other, that's what I think it is. And I'm not a nurse, but Meg, maybe you can help out. Those don't exactly seem like appropriate attire to be wearing around a hospital. I think this is a really good capture. I think somebody stepped on that bed that was not in that hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. What you think of that, Meg?
That's so creepy how close it is.
Yeah.
That's amazing. For some reason, it always felt like a masculine kind of feel, but that's really interesting to see that shape next to it. It's so close.
Yeah, when I saw that narrow heel, that's what made me think of that. It was maybe more feminine.
That's cool.
Maybe it was a female runner.
No.
Could be.
Yeah, and those beds rotate. So that bed could have been someone from the ER was just in that bed. It got thrown into maintenance and storage, and who knows?
Yeah, that's cool. What an incredible photo.
It is.
Thank you very much for sharing. Miriam, I'm kind of going off topic here. Was there anything in the comments? Do you know? Did you see anything in comments that people had about that image or anything?
Yeah, it's just kind of like what people were seeing.
Yeah.
People saw a lot of toes. And then Joshua at first said myth, and then Ryan changed his mind. That was a good find. I wonder if your wife was confused. It's your shoe shopping.
Yeah. Or that
have some weird ads coming up on Google here soon.
Or that you have a secret life that Ashley's going to learn about here soon. So, no, we're not judging though, Ryan.
Awesome.
Safe place.
What's so interesting? Just the lights go off first,
Yeah.
right? It's just like, I mean, it couldn't have just been the print. It was like the print and the lights, and it was just like so much validation that something was happening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, that is very cool. Thank you for that. Why don't we move on then? Because Meg, I know you have another incredible photo submitted by a colleague. And audience, we're going to be voting for this one. So why don't I move everybody off here and let's take a look at the other, what else you brought for us.
Yes. So this photo was sent to me on Instagram, and it was from a nurse named Kelly. And I want to say she lived in like Ohio or Illinois, somewhere in the middle of the country. And this was kind of when the pandemic wasn't as horrible. So probably early 2021 is when she sent it. And she's very into the paranormal. We always compare stories. We're always talking about it. We're commenting on each other's stuff all the time. And she worked with this one CNA, and he did not believe in anything paranormal, ghosts, life after, nothing. Didn't believe in any of that stuff. And one night, it was night shift, obviously, of course. And he captured this picture and came up to her and was like, I believe it. I believe it. So it was a medical surgical floor, and he had seen something at the corner of his eye, saw this, took his phone out, captured it on his phone, showed it to Kelly. Kelly had it sent to her. She sent it to me, and it freaked me out when I saw it because it didn't feel cute or it felt a little threatening and weird. And I actually had to delete it off my phone. It creeped me out so much.
So when the photo was taken, it was taken on a phone camera, like a digital. Okay. All right. Wow. That's pretty incredible. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what everyone has to say about that. Thank you, Meg, for another great photo. We're going to bring you back after the analysis here. Audience, you're going to be able to vote before the panel does on their analysis. Image number 2 is on screen for approximately 1 minute. You will then have a total of 60 seconds to 1 minute to vote and decide what you think about it. We're going to play that for you right now. All right, polls are now closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you're going to get a chance to vote again. Why don't we start with Miriam here? And where are you at here tonight?
So for me, hang on, I'm pulling up this photo so I can look at it again myself. Give me a sec. I just kind of got to feel this out for a sec. I want to zoom in a little bit closer for me. Can you, are you able to make that the full screen for a sec?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you. This is a little girl, obviously. Not obviously, but I think that everyone feels the same energy. And she didn't have a very good upbringing. And so there wasn't a lot of support for her. And so she feels that's why she hangs around there. She got more support and love from nurses and doctors being there than she did in her lifetime. And part of her passing, like, I'm getting kind of conflicting information on if it was disease or if it was some sort of blow to the head or impact, but there was just this darkness she carried, which is why others feel that picture and are feeling a little unsettled by it than maybe sad or feeling for this child. This is a child who was very distraught and struggled and was just treated poorly basically up until the end. But she did receive care and love from the hospital. And that's why she's choosing to stay there, because she doesn't want to leave that space, because it was the first time in her experience where she felt actually supported. So for me, this is obviously very much a mystery.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I will go next here. And, it's what I find very interesting about it is that I feel like you said, I feel like that this is a little girl as well. I feel like that to me, it almost looks like she's dressed in some kind of hospital scrub, like that she is like she has been a patient there. And I just, I don't have any doubt in my mind that I'm going to vote mystery on this, but I do want to ask Miriam, do we want to do pendulum on this?
Oh yeah. I love when we're both there, I think for sure.
Well, if we want to do it right, then we got to do this. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, take that guy out of there. Let's put the picture back on.
All right, hold on here. Give me a second.
We
here.
love Ryan.
Give me a second here. How did we do that? Oh, here we go. All right, let me just. All right. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to ask questions?
Well, I was just waiting for you to kind of do the yes or no check thing that you do.
I have. It's good.
Got it. So I'm asking this little girl, do you want to stay there, or do you want me to show you another option? Which way is yes again? Circle?
Yes is circle. Maybe ask if she would like to leave there, yes or no.
Okay. Would you like to leave there, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. You asked. That's kind of the only question I had.
is it true, as we're all feeling, that something tragic has happened to you? Yes.
Anyone in the audience have any questions?
I'm gonna ask Linda's question. Is there, while you're at the hospital there, are you looking for someone specifically? No.
Did you enjoy as much? I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but did you enjoy your time in the hospital?
Yes. I prefer not to ask that.
Okay.
Are you hoping to be reunited with somebody? Yes. Are they still living? Yes.
Is it someone that worked in the hospital?
No. Has it been over 10 years ago? Yes. Is it your grandparents? No. Is it mom? Yes.
Can I move you to another space so you're no longer here?
I feel like that's becoming an excited yes.
Okay. So I'll work on that while Ryan does his thing. Does her name start with an A or an E?
I'm gonna ask again. Does your name start with an A? Yes.
Is it Annie?
Is your name Annie? Look at that. That's a very yes. Is this the first time that someone has recognized you in a very long time? First time someone called you by your name? Thank you. Yes. All right. Thank you. Well, Ryan, don't screw it up.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Oh no.
No, I'm actually, I do want to show something here on this, so everybody's kind of aware. I know there was some comments in there. I've seen similar stuff to this before. Here's just a picture of the picture. And then I went out and I found kind of something similar. There's a bunch of ghost apps out there that will put figures in pictures and stuff. In this one, you can see it's circled. It's not an exact copy. I know I've seen exact copies that have been super easy to Google, and I can find them right in the Play Store. I'm not saying at all that that's what this is. There's a lot of things going on in this one that don't exactly add up to it. But when we get pictures like this, it's something that I always look at, especially when they're so clear. On this one, because of the AI thing and because of everything else that's going on, I have to go unknown. I can't go quite full mystery yet.
There's no unknown thing to put up on the screen, Miriam, or?
I'm sorry. I was helping moving this poor little Annie along, and I forgot to do my job. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we
There we
go. We feel better. Is that more important than moving Annie along, or?
No, because I mean, because of you, we're already about 45 minutes behind, so I suppose it doesn't matter too much. That's another 30 minutes. Meg, do you have anything going on the next 4 days? Because we might have the show almost wrapped up by then. So,
I'm sorry, Annie. You can wait till the show's over. Greg wants me to wait till the show's over. We wait till the show's over. Go ahead. Let the poor girl suffer.
I'm just going to throw this out here. She's been doing this for a while, right? She's been, so I mean, maybe another 10 minutes may not be a big deal. I'm just saying,
Plus, if you go by what Ryan says, it's all fake anyway, so we're fine.
But that's the problem. I mean, that's the problem with it all. Is like I believe that is definitely what the hell. I believe that that AI is a concern these days when it comes to that stuff. I think that's very a very big part of it. But to actually move this program forward, did your analysis change? Whether it did or not, please go vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint on image number 2. And remember, if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. We really like to know if what we just said had changed your opinion at all. So go ahead, go over to Myth or Mystery at Myth or Mystery Live over at YouTube and vote again. All right, first thing I want to do, because I already screwed up a second time tonight, and it's very rare, of course, we did not read the numbers again from the first polling. So the pre-analysis.
Pre-analysis, we were at 40% myth, 40% mystery, and 20% unknown. So pretty much split down the middle.
All right, so why don't we do this? Why don't we get into some audience analysis right now and see what the folks are thinking out there.
And everyone wants to hear from Nurse Meg, obviously. So why don't we hear, if you don't mind, Greg, just reading the comments. The most of them are like, what does Nurse Meg have to say? So Let's put her on the spot, put her in between us and Ryan. You do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Ryan has a good point that we should be looking at photos like that. And we should be like, is this AI? Is this from one of those little ghost apps? Me personally, I thought the picture was so creepy. It elicited a response from me. And I can see stuff on the internet. It doesn't bring up anything in me. I couldn't even keep the photo on my phone. It creeped me out so much. There was some energy. It just felt different than other photos that I've seen that I think are real. So because it elicited such a response out of me, I think it's real.
Yeah, I think that I want to jump on that real quick because that is such an important part to this show. I mean, everyone waits with bated breath for what Ryan's going to say, which I love. I love that about the show because, you know, I created this show as a psychic medium. Everything I do is based off of what I feel. And that's a huge part of our existence because we're spiritual beings first. But another huge part of our existence is our analytical brain, and it's just as important. And when we bring those two together, that's when we actually can see change in ourselves and in the world around us. And so even though we tease Ryan like crazy, there's a reason why Ryan's here. There's a reason why people love to hear what Ryan has to say, because on those nights when we really align, it's pretty awesome. And not every night we're going to align, and that's okay. You know, and so again, I mean, I know everyone knows this already, but you know, Ryan crapping on everything is what makes the show so great, right? And so with that being said, thank you for your feedback, Meg, because that is the essence of the show, is what are these videos and images elicit? Like what does it elicit in you? What does it make you feel, right? First and foremost, what does it make you feel? Because even Ryan, when Ryan does his analysis, and I'm speaking for you for just a moment, he has said himself, like, I felt, or is feels like, or, you know, and so he isn't going in fully blind. He'll do his analysis. And even if he thinks it's a myth or unknown, he'll still say what he feels. And so I want people out there, those of you that tend to lean into your feelings more than not, listen to Ryan, even if you don't agree. For those of you that lean into your analytical mind too much, lean into what feel what I'm saying. You look at the photo or video, you feel it for a moment, and know that, like, just, okay, let's talk for a second. I know we all need to go to bed, but that first image of the footprint, right? I was like, that information I was getting was like this. And then Ryan brings in that shoe and it's like, fuck, he's got a point. So both can be correct. Both can be correct. It doesn't have to be just one. And how those two merge, sometimes we never, ever will know, because just like in life, you will have life experiences, you will have challenges, you will have horrible things happen to you, and you may never know why. And that's because sometimes it is not for us to know why. But with that being said, I'll get back and I'll shush and talk, see what you guys have to say.
I just want to say real fast, I'm actually surprised, and I can't believe that I heard you say that both could be right, especially after the tantrum you had earlier in the program when you were winning. So I mean that is I don't know. Maybe during one of the countdowns they replaced Miriam with a different Miriam. I'm not sure.
Listen, at the end of the day, I always say, I created this show because I wanted to have fun, because my job is way too serious and way too deep. And so I love to be able to come on here and be the person I am, be spiritual, but also be the ass that I am. So both can be true there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do we got, you guys?
You ready for some post-analysis numbers?
Yes.
So post-analysis, we were at 35% myth, 52% mystery, and 11% unknown. So still pretty much the same. Some of our unknowns went over to the mystery side.
Right, because it was 40-40, and now it's 35-52.
Yep.
So
We moved the needle.
Don't seem that close to me, actually, or the same to me, Ryan, but okay. I mean, the robot would know, so
only the robot knows.
Meg, we really do like each other. I mean, just in case you're starting to really wonder.
Oh no, I love this dynamic. I see the love.
I'm glad you do.
Glad someone does.
Yeah. I don't know if I use the word dynamic either, but okay. So what do we got here for the scoreboard?
Video one, Greg, you and I had agreed on myth, Miriam, and most of the audience agreed on mystery. Before the vote, and then after the vote, it was still pretty much the same. Mystery, myth. Image number 2 there, Nurse Megs. Both you and Greg and Miriam went mystery. I went unknown. I could be convinced pretty easily to go to mystery, but because of that AI, I have to go the unknown route. Mm-hmm. And the audience pretty much went mystery on it. I'll give them mystery even for the pre-analysis.
Well, I'm glad you're not pulling a Jeremy York, who after he saw the wave last week, he changes his vote on you all.
That was awesome.
It was fun.
Nurse Meg, are you gonna be able to come back and share some more stuff with us?
Yeah, you mean later today or another
No.
date?
We're here all night. No, we'll let you go to bed because you're 3 hours ahead, and I'm sure you have to get up. She has children.
I also like the pause, like.
She's like, I'm gonna sleep with my eyes open. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are so fun. This is so great to come on here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And folks, don't forget to check out tomorrow on the Travel Channel, Haunted Hospitals, and Nurse Meg is going to be on there, and she's going to wow everybody. It's going to be a fantastic episode. And if you miss it, I'm sure it's going to be on Discovery Plus as well as probably Max. So definitely check that out. And so, Nurse Meg, thank you so much for sharing so much of your time with us tonight. Really appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Harlow set all this up, so thank you.
Thank you, Harlow,
thank
very
you.
much for that. That is amazing. And then for everybody else, thank you for joining us on Myth or Mystery. Each week we bring new videos for you and the panel to weigh in on. If you caught paranormal on camera, please send it to us at mythormystery@yahoo.com. Once again, that's mythormystery@yahoo.com. If you enjoyed our show, please like and share. That's super important. And then we're going to see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, here on Myth or Mystery Live. Everyone, take care and have a good night. Good dog.